Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again in Ark Survival Evolved here on the Pooping Evolved server. Hope you guys are having a good day. My day is going pretty darn awesome, and we are back over here at the new base, and I am loving this area. Every day I come on, I see this area, and I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah, so with that said, with the lovey-duff stuff over, let me know, guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more daily content. Right now, we're doing Ark Survival Evolved and Far Cry Primal, so if you guys haven't checked out my Far Cry Primal series, you can do so. There is probably an annotation, probably a link in the description. Yeah, it should be all over, or you can just check out my channel and you can see the Far Cry Primal playlist. Definitely going to be picking up some new games here pretty soon. Definitely going to be doing something indie, something new. Just got to wait for it to come out. So besides that, I want to talk to you guys about last episode and how there was definitely some lag involved. And I want to tell you guys why that is. A lot of people are yelling at me, you know, turn down your settings if your computer can't handle it and whatnot, and yada yada. And just like you probably just seen it right there, and right there, right there. It's not my game. It is not my game in any way, shape, or form. It's actually OBS. The way that my recording software does. It's actually really tough on, you know, CPU. And so that's why I'm running into these problems. I might need to actually do a computer restart. But yeah, the everything is just, it's getting a little up there in age. So I need to, I have actually been working towards getting a new computer, getting a new CPU and everything. So that is, you know, just to explain why everything happens, or why you guys are seeing that all the time. Whenever there's a lot of movement on screen, it's a lot of processing time, and it's being a little tough. But I'm actually going to do that. I'm actually going to restart my PC, and I'll be right back. But today, I want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing some taming. We're going to set up some farms for kibble and whatnot, and we are also going to be building a workshop. So I'll see you guys back here in just a minute. All right, guys, I think we're going to be a little bit better off here. I'm not 100% sure, but I restarted my computer. I think everything's good. So this is one thing. I actually leave my computer on a lot. I leave it on for quite a few hours during the day, and I'm guessing that that is probably not that good for your computer. So we are going to be... I just coughed. I'm sorry. Oh, I feel like I'm dying. All right. So we are going to be working on a workshop, like I kind of said here, and I'm trying to pick out a place that I'm really going to like for the workshop. Now, I could do one like up here and have it come off and go down, but the kind of the way I have it planned in my head, I need a little bit flatter of a spot. So I'm thinking, I don't want to build down there too much yet. I kind of have a plan for that area down there. What about if I come up here on this platform? This is really flat. So this platform here is really, really flat. And I'm definitely thinking that this is going to make our house. So, you know what we could do? We could utilize kind of what we already have right there with this building, and kind of continue to adjust it in such a way. Ouch. All right, let's see here. So we've got foundation, 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 and this one is too obstructed. Okay, and then in the front here, if I go foundation, yeah, foundation, foundation. Let's go ahead and bust this ramp out. Oh, that's a door frame. Not what I wanted. Demolish the ramp. Let's do a little test. If I wig my camera out really bad. Yeah, all right. So yeah, my computer just needed a restart, so it's cool. Put that one in, put that one in, put that one in. Everything's still flat here, right? And then it's obstructed there, so we can kind of just keep it going. All right, so I am going to have to tear down a good chunk of this. Let's kind of decide what we want to do. I think I'm thinking all of the roofs basically can come down. All right. Because kind of the way that I have this planned, I don't want to lose. I want to keep as many of the materials as I can. Like, a lot of times, I don't know why, but up until this point, I never, like, cared to, like, stockpile materials or anything like that. I always just liked to go and get them when I needed them. And it is really, I mean, to be honest, it is a pain to have to do that. So I'm kind of getting into this habit of starting to stockpile, especially with this base, the way we're going to do this. Definitely going to be stockpiling. So I'm going to make, gosh, I don't know what I want to make because I probably have so much stuff already, but let's just go ahead and remake some of these sloped roofs. That should help out. And you know what? I am going to have to break the front of this because this is not high enough. So let's just go ahead and break all of this through here. And then craft that. Probably going to craft one of those. We're going to break all of this. So yeah, we basically are tearing down everything and just using it for its foundations. Now, there is a little bit of room in the back here, so let's run over here. Let's try to grab a few materials and see what we can do. All right, so we're over here. Let's go ahead and throw that stuff in. That's the heavy stuff, right? So we've got arrows and drugs, our structures. I do want to grab probably the rest of those, and then we will also... what else do I have? These are fence foundations. That's cool. We got stone walls. We've got the fences. I do have plans for those, and they're stone fence foundations. All right, so there will be quite a few things that we need to take over there with us. So we're going to carry our fabricator. We're going to carry some tables. We're going to carry our smithy. And then probably we'll take over about 5 of those. I might even use a greenhouse door. I don't know how well they work with the what we got over there already. All right. So yeah, let's run over here real quick, and we'll kind of start laying everything out, seeing how we want it to be. So kind of, if you guys have seen, like, if your grandpa or anyone had a workshop that was kind of detached from the rest of the house, from the rest of the building and everything, you probably seen it had a like an area off to the side, like a lean-to almost, that you know, he could pull cars in and work on them and everything, kind of that way. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do here as far as this workshop is concerned. I'm gonna add a little spot where I could pull a dyno in and probably just use it for like weight distribution or something like that. But you get the idea a little bit. So what we're gonna do is I'm probably gonna take these. There we go, 7. And then from right about 2 wide. Is 2 wide big enough for a mammoth? Let's see. Come here, mammoth. I think 2 wide would be big enough for a mammoth. I am gonna bust out this guy. No, not the stone wall. No, not the large storage box. I probably will break. You know what? Let's just break all of this. What does it even matter? Sloped stone wall left. Hey, sloped stone wall left. All right. I think our mammoth probably got stuck over there. Let's see. Can I make a floor? No, I'm 10 stone short. All right, let's grab that. That will be a floor. Okay. And then if we go ahead and throw that in there, that actually fits in both of those spots and fits over here. So that's fantastic. That is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to take a second and I'm going to start to build this guy. I'm going to grab our mammoth, see if it's big enough to fit, and I'll bring you guys back in a second. So guys, one thing I want to show off about this place that I've chosen to build in, and something I didn't even experience before, was shadows. That's right, shadows. I never even ran into that ever in Ark. At least, you know, having to live in a certain area or anything. But it's kind of funny. I have really good daylight when the sun is right above us, but the shadows actually do like cascade over. You can see that all of that over there on my gates is much lighter than everything that I'm kind of in, and I don't know, it adds another variation of the game. When the sun rises, I can actually watch the sun come down my fences and kind of light up the entire area with that effect. And I'll try to show you that if I catch it. But it is kind of awesome. It is definitely kind of awesome. All right, guys, I just ran over and grabbed one of the purple drops that was around here, and I want to show you this. Look at this. This is an Apprentice long neck rifle blueprint. Yes, I'm excited. It's 129 damage, which isn't great. You know, it's a little bit better than my primitive one. Which this one actually was spawned in when I died in that match with Zul'jin, so even its stats are not what they should be. But this is the one I'm getting, I'll probably end up crafting. It is pretty expensive, but Apprentice is not bad, and it's definitely an upgrade from what I have. So I still have quite a bit of stuff to continue to craft here. So I want to go ahead and finish that off. But I will make sure to bring you guys back just as soon as we kind of put the final touches on the workshop. So here you go, guys. This is what I wanted to show you. As you can see, the sun is coming up way over there on the other side of the mountain. And you can see the outline of it come down the hill or come down the fences here. And I find that so cool. That was, like I said, that was a dynamic that I never, ever would have seen besides being between two giant mountains. And it's cool. It can be a pain because of, you know, it makes it hard to see. Like if you look down here, like it is a little weird, but it's not the worst thing. But you can like turn off that stuff and everything if you want to. I think I could type in like r.shadow quality 0 and I could turn it off if I am absolutely desperate. But I love it. I think it's super cool. You can see the sun coming up right over there. And it lightens the whole place up. So I'll show you guys what we got going on so far. We have the ceiling getting ready to go on. I was gonna do some like weird stuff with like slope ceilings and whatnot, but I was kind of thinking, you know, workshops, at least the ones I've seen, are sloped, or if they're not sloped, they're very flat. So we've got a nice little way that we can walk up right here. You can see, you can walk up right there. We've got a nice little kind of front porch balcony type area. We've got where we're gonna park our dinos if they do come up. Now, the mammoth is a little tight to come in here, as you guys will see. Oh, wait, maybe he can't come up here now with the fences on. But I'm not even worried about the mammoth coming up here because I will probably end up taming or breeding another beaver, and then that beaver will be a pure weight beaver. That way I can transfer stuff from over here to over there without having to worry about it at all. So there's actually a little trick that I want to try here, and I want to bring you guys along. I have no idea how this works, or even if it does work. So I'm going to grab a few of those, and then I'm even going to grab some of these wood ceilings. And then we're going to run back over here. So the way that I want to try and get this to work, like I said, I've never done this. I have no idea. But if I pull that out, does this in any way snap to the corners? Now, I've seen people kind of do this, and I don't know if, like, how it's supposed to work. It's not wanting to snap over here at all. And maybe it's because of the railings. Let's take the railings off just to see. Yeah, it wants to snap, and I'm not sure what or how to prevent that. I wanted to do it on the corners, but if I have to do it kind of on the outside there, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. Let me ask the guys in chat and see if they know a way to do it. Alright, so it would appear that there's not really a way to do what I wanted to do here. Oh, I forgot to put on the ceiling. I thought I did that already. I guess not. So, yeah, I just put some wood over here, and then if I figure out something, or if you guys have any suggestions of how I can make that look attached, I would like it. I did try and run railings up all the way to the top. but you get about 3 or 4 high, and then it thinks it's obstructed. So there's no real good way to do that. But I want to see how well this door looks. All right, it doesn't look bad from the outside. You know what? I would almost say that it actually does not look that bad. I mean, it is a little wonky, but I'm gonna go with it doesn't look that bad. You know, some of the doors just don't quite fit right. So that's always something you have to kind of run into. But yeah, I think that one works okay. So we have a fabricator, we have some wooden tables, we have a smithy, we have even some storage over here that we're going to work with as well. So I'm kind of thinking right here in the big open spot, I'm thinking this is where the fab needs to go. So let's kind of... excuse me. For some reason that fab wants to go on the roof. All right, so let's get kind of an idea here. I think I want to step over just a little bit. Kind of make sure it's lined up. Pull back, and come out just a little bit and place. All right, I think that works out really well. There's a little bit of room on either side. It is not, you know, you can't jump over it or anything, but you know, hey, that's no big deal. All right, so next I want to place some of these tables, and these tables to me are going to act like a workbench. So yeah, that's actually going to be pretty cool. Let's come out a little bit more. Oh, it doesn't look like I can get them to where they attach, but that's okay too. And then let's put one over here. Oh gosh, I'd like it if it were just a little bit lower down. Okay, too close. All right, there we go. We've got our tables. That one works out well as well. So this guy is going to be our smithy. So right over here is where I'm going to place it. Kind of in the corner here, I think, too. If I can get this to work the way that I want it to. Oh, that's got to be really far out. Gosh, why on earth does that have to be so far out? Well, if I place it backwards in here, I can get it pretty close in there. So yeah, I like that. It is a little weird, you know, with the tools being in a different spot than they should be. But, you know, I can survive with that. I can handle that. So I was thinking we could put in some of these boxes. And these are going to be definitely some good storage for when we're over here. We'll just put in a couple here. So we've got those 3. I'll probably put in one over here. And then probably one right here on this wall as well. And then, you know, we could just keep, you know, certain stuff that we need in here. Now, I am going to make some mortar and pestles, and we are going to put mortar and pestles on there. But I'm kind of curious what else we might need to put in here as far as a workshop is concerned. So we look at crafting. We've got mortar and pestle, and we've got that. Let's actually just come in here and look. We probably will put our paint supplies in here. There's no reason to have a grave. There's no reason to have a war drums. We've got the table. We might put a bench in somewhere. The compost bin doesn't need to be over here. The feeding trough doesn't need to be over here. We might put in some refining forges. That might be a thing. And I haven't really picked out a spot to put like the big smelter yet. So that might have to be something we have to work in somewhere. The preserving bin doesn't need to be in here. Besides that, we might put a bookshelf in for all of our stuff. Let's see. Anything else? Stone fireplace might actually look good. Don't know if it's actually useful. A beer barrel probably is going to go in the kitchen. And then, let's see. Is there anything else? The industrial grill will go in the kitchen. Oh, the industrial cooker, it was going to go in the kitchen. Never mind. We don't really need like full-time generator over here. We might do one for the lights. But besides that, looking through the rest of this, I don't really see a reason for it. This guy right here, the Industrial Forge, is definitely going to be one that I'm going to want. So we might, I think it's 3 wide, so we might try and finagle that in there. Otherwise, maybe I could put it over here and just have it stick out or something. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, all right. Well, I'm glad. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I do need to finish the ceiling. All right, here is the final touches on this side, just for now at least. You know, everything could change in the future. But let's go ahead and throw on some of the mortar and pestles here, just to have them kind of straighten that one back out. Oh, I just punched it. That's not good. And then put this one on. There we go. We've got our workshop pretty much set up. Definitely need to get a bookshelf over here, and once we get into the Industrial Forge, we'll have to figure out what we want to do with that. Like I said, we might try and incorporate it right there and maybe move the fab, or maybe we'll just like kind of leave this spot right here open for it. But you might even need to go on the top. We might have to open up a second story. That way we can land our Quetzalcoatlus up there. And have that. But yeah, it's a pretty, you know, it's a pretty boring building, but you know, to be honest, shops are usually pretty boring buildings. So I'm sorry, but I think we've definitely added some flair to it. I think there's definitely some good stuff with it. And I look forward to continuing building in this area, guys. Hope that you enjoyed today's episode of Ark Survival Evolved. I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.